365 Dream was created to help dreamers like you take your dream from concept and move them into reality. Maybe you dreamed of becoming a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, an actress, an artist, but somewhere along the way, your dream got diminished. Maybe you tucked it away, put it away, or buried it for good. I want to reignite your dream. I want to rekindle your passion and get you moving towards what you know is your dream.
What is the focus of your life? In life, you have a critical option. You can take a stand in your life, or you can follow the crowd. See, people who follow the crowd, their lives are not focused. They're not immersed in anything. People who take a stand, they're living a life that has some power and happiness and peace of mind. See, most people are bored with life. Most people feel that life isn't worth the hassle. That life is just wearing me out. It's boring, it's monotonous. I have nothing to look forward to. A life of achievement, a life that has some meaning. People that are taking a stand in life, they are consciously involved in a process.
Welcome to 365 Dream. I am your coach and host, Naisha Holiday, founder and CEO of Play to Win Coaching and Development Services. 365 Dream was created for dreamers like you to translate your dreams into reality.
What is it that gives your life a sense of meaning and purpose? Because once you find that, it puts you in your power play.
I want to reignite your dream. I want to rekindle your passion and get you moving towards what you know is your dream. Or maybe you know what your dream is, and you just don't know how to make that dream into a reality. I want to give you some strategies, tools, and techniques that you can use to make your dream a reality. Or maybe you're already working in your dream and you want to know how to expand it. I'll be here along the way to encourage you to make your dream a reality.
Hello, my name is Melinda Michelle Dawkins, and I am dreaming of becoming a recording artist and actress one day. However, with that comes the reality of supporting my family, having a steady income. Being an actress sometimes is not steady work. So there's the fear of not being able to assist my family in supporting our baby boy, brand new baby boy, in achieving those dreams that I've always had since I was a child. So here today with 365 Dream, they're helping me to know that it is attainable and achievable, and only what you put into action will actually come to pass. So here I am today, making it come to pass. Some of the things that I need to see happen are actually working towards that goal, not just being in the background anymore. I've done background vocals for quite some time, so I have done I've worked with recording artists, but I've never been an actual recording artist. So I'm looking to maybe record some of my own material and maybe do a stint or two in acting classes.
One of the things that I find with dreamers is that we dream big, but there's a silent killer that any dreamer can have that will kill your dream. That silent killer is fear. Fear can hide behind the best dreams, the best proposals. It'll sabotage strategies, and you won't understand why your dreams aren't being manifested. And until you dig deep, uncover the fear, and deal with it, you'll constantly sabotage your own success. So on today's show, we have an amazing person here with us, Melinda Michelle Dawkins, someone that I've actually known for quite some time. So we're going to invite you in to have some girl talk and uncover Melinda's dream and see how we can make her dream into a reality and make sure that those silent killers of fear aren't getting in her way. When we come back to 365 Dream. Welcome back to 365 Dream. I'm your coach, Naisha Holiday. Now, let's meet our dreamer, Melinda Michelle Dawkins.
Hello.
Hi. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
So what you guys might not know is Melinda and I go way back. So sometimes you'll hear me call her Melinda, other times you'll hear me call her Michelle. They're one and the same, and we're gonna give you a sneak peek into some girl chat. So can you tell us what your dream is?
I've always had a dream of becoming a recording artist and actress. So it's always been a dream, unattainable in my mind, but now it's become more and more of a reality.
Awesome, awesome. So it's funny because we've known each other so long, and I've never heard you articulate those words.
One reason why I never thought I would be able to do it. Never thought that it was attainable. You see people all the time doing acting jobs or singing or what have you, and you know, it's like you sitting at home now saying, I could do that, you know. However, it becomes a passion if it's really something that you have a calling to do, and it's become a passion of mine to do just that. It seems that everything else has been mediocre, and I'm always, okay, I just haven't hit that mark yet, and I know what that mark is. It's because I'm not doing that thing that I really want to do.
Okay, okay. So it pierces my heart to hear you say, I didn't think it was attainable. Why don't you tell our viewers some of the work that you've done in the past in reference to your dream and what you do on Sundays?
Okay, so, well, mediocre me, coming from, you know, the girl next door, I guess you would say, growing up, going to school, and that type of thing. I joined a choir at my church, like most of us do that join church. We joined the choir. However, my choir happened to be a Grammy Award-winning choir. So along with that came a lot of travel dates and doing a lot of different things that normal choirs wouldn't usually do. So I can say one of my first experiences was in the recording studio recording an album for our church choir, which was exciting beyond belief and an experience second to none. I was actually in a recording studio and recording songs that we sang on Sunday mornings. However, it translated into touring, along with I guess a lot of people don't know the behind the scenes of a recording artist. Before you even hear it on the radio, before you see them at the award shows, there is a lot of press, there is a lot of touring, there's a lot of city to city dates that comes along with the music that you hear every day on your radio. So we were doing just that. We were touring just about every weekend, singing at different churches. One week we could be in Canada, the next week we could be in Florida, the next day we could be in Brooklyn, New York. So it became something that was ingrained as a part of my life now, being a part of this choir and now recording artists, as you would say. And so along with that came some opportunities singing with national recording artists, or as you would say, Justin Timberlake. We did background vocals for one of his award-winning albums. Mariah Carey, we performed background vocals on her latest album. I believe it was Chartreuse, something along those lines. We sang background vocals for her, Shirley Caesar, you name it, BB Winans, CeCe Winans' latest album we sang background vocals on. So I've always been that background singer, and as the movie says, 20 feet from stardom. So that's why I always felt that it wasn't attainable, because I saw everyone else doing it, but in order to actually make it happen for myself, I never thought it was possible.
So one of the things that I see a lot of, and you'll hear people say, oh my gosh, she's such a pretty girl and she doesn't even know it, right? Sometimes you have dreams and you're 20 feet from stardom, But because you don't believe that you can get there, you never take that step.
It's true.
Talk to me about why now, right? You've been having this dream for a while, doing this for a long time. Why pursue now?
So many different reasons, age being one of them. But one of the most important reasons I would say is I'm a new mom of a beautiful 6-month-old baby boy, as you well know, of course, because we go back. But I look at him every day and he's so innocent, and I know the journey that I've had in corporate America. I've worked in corporate America since I was about 19 years old. And I am not 19 anymore. However, I know the journey that I've taken, and some of it good, some of it not so good. And I know for him, I immediately say there's no reason why he has to do what I did. He can be an entrepreneur. Nowadays, you can be a YouTube sensation. It's nothing like, when I was 19 years old and looking for my first job and hoping to retire from that same job. That is no more. I know youth of today, they're looking for the next hit, the next thing that's lit, whoever is paying the most. So there's no job loyalty anymore that I've seen, and I've experienced being laid off as well. So when you initially start out with the thought of, okay, I'm going to be in this job until I retire, and realizing how expendable you are, you then start looking into other avenues that have a little more of a firm foundation for yourself, and what's best for you and your family.
Okay, good. So you've got little Harry.
Yes.
Yeah. He's clearly a motivating factor.
My baby.
Yeah. Talk to me about the challenges or obstacles that you're facing in trying to make your dream come true, or perceived obstacles and challenges that you're facing.
This is true, because I'm sure as I say them, and being that I know this woman sitting next to me, she's going to say, I'm still waiting for the obstacle. One is that I am not a songwriter. I can sing a song, I can imitate a great lead vocalist. However, to actually start from scratch and write my own music is something that I have not done. And I know in this business, usually the vocalist is the least of the recording process. There are producers, there are songwriters, there are musicians, and we won't even get into the royalties of that. But you definitely need songwriting skills in this day and age. Another thing, and a large thing, is being able to have that freedom of pursuing your dream while maintaining a life that you've grown accustomed to, being that your bills are paid because you're getting paid in 2 weeks, you have a steady income, you have health benefits, that are covered through your company, especially companies that I've worked for. I've worked for, Fortune 500 companies. So benefits have not been a problem. Steady income has not been a problem. And thank God, salary has not been a problem. So along with becoming an artist, there is the probability that you will be that starving artist for quite some time before you make that first hit. So that's also been an apprehension of mine.
Okay. All right. Are you waiting for the shoe to drop?
Yes, I am. Because I know she's going to get me.
No, I'm not going to get you. Maybe a little bit. Why don't you tell our viewers what your husband does?
Besides being an amazing, fabulous...
Come on, let's get to
handsome man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gosh, it would be easier for me to tell you what my husband doesn't do. My husband has done it all.
in
Pretty
the
much.
industry? Why don't you share it with our viewers for the people who don't know?
Put him on the spot.
You don't have to say his name. Tell the viewers generally what he does.
Okay,
I'm
generally,
going somewhere, so just
there is
spill it.
not much in this music industry that he has not done.
Okay.
He has worked behind the scenes many times, numerous times, for prominent singers, I would say, for well-respected artists at the top of their game. He has attended numerous award ceremonies, you name it, he's been there. I believe he's even been to the White House. So everything that a normal artist would aspire to do, he has already been in the back seat accompanying his friends doing. So it would not be new to him.
So aside from me today, who have you articulated your dream to as specifically as you have today?
You know, and I'm sure she will be watching, and I will even say her name because we share the same dream.
Okay.
And she is actually a songwriter, and she has a great deal of fear along with that as well. Yes, I'm talking about you, Imani.
Okay.
I am talking about my good friend Imani and my co-laborer in the gospel. She sings praise and worship with me as well.
Okay.
And she's a great vocalist and a songwriter.
Okay. So I'm just going to paint a picture for our viewers because I have some information that you're skating around. But
Gotta love her.
Sitting here, so your husband's in the industry pretty successfully.
Well, not anymore. He used to be.
Still connected.
He's now retired.
Still connected, still has done it. It's not an issue. Right. Your pastor is in the industry. I know.
Absolutely.
Quite successful. 30 years.
Very much so.
Right? And aside from me today, the only other person that you've articulated your dream to was someone very similar and close to you.
Yes. Well, I have articulated to my husband as well, just not in depth as something that I want to do right now.
Oh.
So
and does your husband know that you're here?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to help the people. I'm going to help you, and I'm going to help the people, and I'm going to cover myself so that when he sees it, he'll know what happened here.
Cut tape. Cut tape.
Come on. Does he know?
He does not know as of yet.
Okay.
But he will know.
Okay, good.
Punk fear. Don't lay down no more. Don't hit the snooze button. Punk fear and expand your faith. Get up and do what you said you would do last night. Stop being depressed. Punk depression. Punk fear. Punk anxiety. Punk oppression. To conquer your fears right now. Get up. Stay motivated.
Hey everyone, my name is Tiffany V, and I am one of the co-hosts on Style House. And you can follow me on Instagram at tviola. A little bit about myself. I really enjoy music, I enjoy fashion, I enjoy encouraging young women. I have a youth group at church, and I think it's important as women come together. I'm so excited about this project that we get to come and be a part of something that's major, something that's big, a huge movement that's going to change and influence other lives, and it is a blessing to be a part of that. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoy and get to know us all individually, something that you guys can relate to. I want to encourage all those out there who are trying to follow their dreams. It can be challenging, it can be difficult sometimes. You don't have family and friends that are supporting you. But one thing I know, with God on your side, you can do all things through Christ. I know for me, starting a business was challenging, especially deciding to leave everything else behind and move forward on what I really love to do. I've always been into singing and dancing and acting, as well as starting my own business. But of course, sometimes, you know, as you get older, life happens, and children, and those of us who feel like we're getting older and we don't really have that opportunity, you know, it is never too late. I do believe that we should always inspire others and encourage others, because sometimes it is a little bit upsetting when you don't actually get what you really, really want right away. But I do believe God has a plan. And though you may not see that right now in the midst of it all, we got to trust him as we move forward. And whether you're a believer or a non-believer, I do believe at the end of the day, we're all striving for something bigger and greater. So keep moving forward and trust that everything is going to work out. I'm here to tell you, if you don't have anyone in your life right now to tell you that, I am here to encourage you. Dreams do come true. And I know that God is going to work it out, whether we see it or not. But at the end of the day, it all can work out in your favor. So stay positive, stay focused, love what you do, and keep it moving. God bless. This is Tiffany V from Style House Influence TV Network, inspiring you to dream.
Welcome back to 365 Dream with Naisha Holiday, your coach. So you've met our dreamer, you've heard her dream. Now let's get down into some strategy. So in talking to Michelle, clearly she's got the background to pursue her dream. Clearly she's got the resources to pursue her dream. And I know from experience, she has the talent to pursue her dream. So what's holding Michelle back? I really think, in my honest opinion, this is all about fear. When you're about to step into your dream for real, it causes you to bring into question everything imaginable. Do I have what it takes? Am I really qualified? Is it me? And so we don't say anything, right? Because what fear does is it cripples you.
Excuse me.
Fear cripples you, and it causes you not to take action when you could really take action and make this thing a reality. So I know I dug a little bit off camera. They say I windied her, but it's really to help our viewers. The goal is really to help somebody, because you could have the skill, you could do the preparation, but if fear is holding you back, you're going to sabotage your own success. So the first thing that I want to challenge you to do is announce it to the world. Not just here, not just on camera. Clearly, once this airs, it's going to be announced to the world. But I need you, every chance that you get, to have this conversation. Let's begin with your husband, please.
He will know before I pull out of the parking lot.
Yes.
Thank you.
So begin to have the conversation. One of my mentors said to me when I was really having a tough time at work, she talked about, think about what your next steps are, and then start scheduling conversations with people to talk about your next steps, right? You've been prepared for this. It's been all a part of your life. Now it's time, if you're really ready, to take the step and just do it. So the first step is to announce it to the world, to talk to people. Yes, you're going to talk to your good girlfriends who have that same dream. You're in this with you, but you're also going to have conversations with people who can take you to the next level. So I'm going to challenge you to talk to your husband. I'm going to challenge you to have a conversation with your husband. Have a conversation. No,
she knows me too well.
Have a conversation with your pastor, and you work in the entertainment industry, right? Right now,
yes.
You're 9 to 5.
Yes.
Have you ever had a conversation with the people who work there, who love you, who know that your work is excellent, to say, yes, I want to pursue this, but I thought you should also know I'm also interested in being in front of the camera.
Now,
and you just put it out there as a seed.
Here's the thing. My boss is well aware. She has mentioned, and every chance she gets, she makes me sing. Which I don't mind. It's fine. However, at the same token, you don't want to, I don't want to make her feel as though I am going to be leaving her, empty-handed. I'm pursuing my dream, and that's great, and that's wonderful. I also work in corporate America, which anyone that understands corporate America, you can have great dreams, wonderful, but the main point at hand is getting this work done.
And so what
and
I
making
want you
sure
to do,
it's done
well.
Yes.
Yes. So you're going to announce it. She already knows, so that's great. At some point, you're going to have to make a choice, right? So talk to your husband, talk to your pastor, and see where it goes. Not just because they're your covering, they support you, they know you, but also because they might have the keys to you just walk into this, right? At some point, your dream is going to cost you. And the real question is, are you ready to lay it all on the line? Sometimes when you pursue your dreams, it's gonna feel like you're starting from square one because you're in a brand new arena, a brand new area. But what does it mean to you? Right? And I said it on the last episode, greatness costs, and it costs what it costs, and it doesn't go on sale. I understand that you're used to a certain lifestyle, but you also have some safety nets. Yeah, you do.
Well, I think we all do.
No, everybody doesn't.
No.
No. So you have to ask yourself, am I willing and ready to lay it on the line? And until you're ready to lay it on the line, you might have to make that choice. So have those discussions. The other thing that you're going to have to do is master your mindset, right? When the fear comes up and you say things like, I didn't think it was attainable, it's not even a question of whether or not it's attainable. It's, is this my purpose and my destiny to do this? That's the question. It's not, can I reach it? It's, is it part of who I am, part of my purpose, part of my destiny to be at this place at this time? Because if it is, then you don't have to worry about getting to the goal. And I've been saying it, and I'm going to repeat it even on this show. Real success is not about getting to the end goal. It's not about the Grammy. It's not about the Oscar. It's who you become in the process. So part of this is about you being ready to transform into that person that you see. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Yeah, good. So you're going to have to start telling yourself different things. Like, we have faith, we believe in God, all of that's wonderful, and it's usually wonderful for somebody else. We usually, yeah, you're smiling because, yeah, it's wonderful for somebody else. We will encourage somebody else, but real dreamers, often you give to others what you need. I want you to start practicing giving to Michelle what Michelle needs. If I came to you, right? Remember our conversations back in the day and how I was feeling, the encouragement that you gave to so many others, including myself, the wisdom that you've given to so many others, it's time to start pouring back into you. And I know that's difficult because you're a new mom. And sometimes we use all of these things, be a phenomenal mother. Absolutely. Be a phenomenal wife. Do that. Be a phenomenal employee. But when it comes to your dream, you have to take time to invest. In the dream, yes, but I'm more concerned with you investing in you. What would you say to me if I came to you and said, Michelle, I have this dream. I'm not really sure that I can do it. Go ahead. Tell me what you would tell me.
And this is where it gets a little emotional for me, because when I do things or say, people like Nye, I love Nye. My friends, I love them like family. I love them like Sunday morning cooked food, as we would say in the West Indies. And I want to see them win.
Yes.
So it does not take anything off of me to encourage someone else. However, when it comes to me and that same vigor, it makes me feel as though I'm being selfish. And I'm so used to giving and wanting for everyone else. I want to see people win. I have so many friends right now that one of my friends, her son was just in the New Edition movie. We went to high school together. I am ecstatic for her son because I saw him day in and day out doing those promo reels, or you know, getting a bit part here, or doing a commercial there, and knowing that that's something that he really wanted to do. And I told her when he was doing this, before it came out, I said, get ready because he's about to blow up.
So you can see it.
Absolutely.
And be passionate about it.
Completely.
For everybody else.
Everybody else but me.
But when it comes to you, then there's that question of selfishness. And I'll tell you the truth, as women, especially African American women, we tend to do that, you know? But I will say that your heart is for people, and that's awesome. Keep doing that, right? I think you'll go further because you've had a great heart than anything else. What I will say is you have to remember, even when you're encouraging you, that it's not about you. Yeah, it's not about you. So that when you're encouraging you, really, you're encouraging you so that you can put your music out there so that it can be a blessing to other people. So what would you be robbing someone else of if you don't do it? If you're so depleted that when you do it, you do it scared, or you do it some other kind of way. So it's not about you, but it does begin with you.
It's, you know, a pivotal moment, I will say. And I guess this is why I love praise and worship so much. Praise and worship, to me, I can get lost in it.
Yes.
I can worship freely and sing and do it to the best of my ability, because I know that I am doing it as pleasing unto God. And I know once I'm doing it, I'm pleasing him. A pivotal moment for me, I would say, and this is alluding to what you were saying, there was a moment that I had with my family where we were honoring my grandmother, who is now passed on, but at the time we were honoring her, and we had this huge banquet for her, and she wanted me to sing. So I sang with my sister and my cousin. And it's so weird. I see it's weird because if anyone knew my cousin, this is another cousin of mine, I have a lot of them, but another cousin of mine, every time I sing, he cries. And I'm like, why are you crying? And he's like, every time I hear you sing, it just makes me emotional. And I didn't understand it until just now when you said that. And it's something to have that gift that will reach someone to where it makes them emotional because it's touching them in such a personal way. And that is a part of why I want to do this.
Absolutely. So the real question is it part of your destiny? And is it part of your purpose?
I believe so.
Right. So then if it is, part of your preparation is building yourself up to be able to step into it, beating back the fear. What is it that you tell yourself? Your mantras. Your mantras are key. Okay? And I will share with you, and I'm doing a master class on the 26th, and it's about mastering your mindset. And it's a piece of the Play to Win workshop, but I got so much feedback from it because often it's not how talented you are. It's not whether or not you have the resources or the connections.
Clearly.
It's, do you have the mindset to step in to this dream and be there fully? And so we're not just going to talk about that you should master your mindset. I'm actually going to give you the formula that I've used personally recently to master my mindset. And I'm also going to give you my treasure chest of mantras that I've told myself. So those are some of the things that I want you to do. And for our viewers at home, if you're struggling with fear, I hope that you'll take some of these takeaways as well so that you can make your dreams into reality and live your dreams 365 days a year. Thank you. This is 365 Dreams.
Well, today has certainly been a reality check. However, it has been a great reality check. I now know what I need to do to implement my dream. I have a head start on getting those things in order. First, I have to make an announcement, don't I? I need to let those people in my life that I know need to know about my dream. I also need to start implementing some of those things that Naisha shared with me today to make it a reality, part of my everyday life. So firstly, we're going to make the announcement that I feel like Aquila in the Bee. I want to be a recording artist. So that is one of the announcements that I'm going to make, as well as being an actress. So that's step number one. Some things that I did learn today as well is there is a huge fear that I need to conquer going forward, and I believe that it will be a daily process because when you're accustomed to living a certain way for so long, it's a challenge to do something other than what you're accustomed to. So along with that, I know that I now have to break that cycle and take the initiative to move towards what I know I really am called to do. So that would be number two. Number three, I would say, is just making it happen and knowing that it is attainable and achievable. Removing those roadblocks out of my mind to feel that I can't do it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and I believe that wholeheartedly. There is nothing that is within my power that I cannot achieve. So I know that this is an achievable dream now. I know that it is attainable, and I know that I have all of the tools that I need to make it a reality. And the only roadblock is me. So here I am, Melinda Michelle Dawkins, future recording artist, future actress, and I am conquering my fear today and moving forward. And hopefully you will as well.
Well, you've met our dreamer. You heard her dream. And I let you get a sneak peek into our strategy conversation. So now I really want to encourage you that if you're struggling with fear and you're not quite sure if you can step into your destiny, there's a few things that I want you to do. If you know that you've prepared for your dream, but you're still struggling and you're still afraid, the first thing that I want you to do is to make a decision to announce your dream to the world. Have those conversations, because there's something critical about you hearing yourself say, I am going to do this. This is my dream. Your words give life to your dream. It takes it from a concept and it puts it into the atmosphere, into a very real atmosphere, so that it can become. Your words either give life or death to your dream. So when you say things like, I don't know that I can do it, it's not really attainable, I'm afraid, or if you say nothing at all, you either kill your dream or you stifle your dream. I want you to give life to your dream by beginning to speak it. Now be clear, when you start to speak your dream, everybody's not going to be excited. That's okay. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. You're doing it because the only words that really matter concerning your dream are yours. So the first thing that I want you to do is to begin to announce it to the world. So maybe tell a friend, maybe tell a close loved one, maybe tell an employer, maybe tell someone first that you trust. And then push past your fear a little bit. Tell someone else who could maybe make your dream happen. Schedule lunch with someone, schedule coffee with someone, listen to what they're talking about, and then talk to them about your dream. Listen, get advice, have a conversation. So that's the first thing. Use your words to give life to your dream. The next thing that I want you to do is to encourage yourself. You could be prepared, you could have the opportunity, but if you don't believe you deserve it, if you don't believe that you can do it, somehow, some way, you will sabotage your success. I want you to learn to master your mindset. Get some mantras of things that you tell yourself and repeat them daily, openly to yourself. I've done it. Sometimes it seems a little hokey, like, oh my gosh, are you really talking to yourself? You are absolutely right, I'm talking to myself because I know what I need to hear. Do it in advance. If you can write them down, read them every day, talk to yourself, build yourself up so that you're ready. And if it feels a little bit selfish, I know that's something that I've dealt with, certainly our dreamer has dealt with. If you're feeling selfish for building yourself up, remind yourself you're worth it and that you can't do your dream and let your dream bless others the way that it was meant to if you're depleted. So invest in you, not just your dream, but invest in you, invest in your self-esteem. Find a class, find someone to help you build yourself up and invest in you. Ask yourself, am I really ready? Am I ready to pay what it costs? Because greatness doesn't go on sale. I'm Naisha Holiday. This is 365 Dream. Thank you for watching.